Welcome to Reread, where I'm rereading through the expanded universe, this time in chronological order to see how it works. We are on the Evasive Action Recruitment web comic book strip. Now these can be found on StarWarsTimeline.net if you want to read them and download them. I have some that have been printed out. In fact, I'm missing one I found out that I have to totally reprint again. But thankfully, Joe has them on his site. Now, these were things they brought out daily for at least a couple of weeks. They broke them down into parts. This is just part one, which is called Recruitment. Kind of jumping off what Rookies was, where we got introduced to Drake, Logan, I think it was his name. Could be Logan, who knows. And Xander, the wolf species. I think he's Selenian, I think. But anyway, so those characters are back. They're on the run, undercover from the Empire. They do not want to give up their Jedi ways like so many other Jedi do. They still want to keep the Jedi going, but of course, as a secret sect. This one introduces a very big character, High Inquisitor Tremaine. It's how Darth Vader found him while on, I believe it was Biss, and he trained him to be his High Inquisitor. Now, there's a little bit of a problem when I read through this because High Inquisitor Tremaine's training must have been quick, a couple of weeks to a month, which is possible, you know, to get him cleaned up and in an Imperial uniform, because his training never ends, right? And he's still kind of new at things, which is why Drake beats him and kind of escapes from him twice. So the High Inquisitor isn't as powerful at this point, you could say, which is why Drake, the younger, more inexperienced Jedi Knight, always seems to get the upper hand on him at least twice in this comic strip series. There is one funny scene that I do remember, and it made me laugh out loud again. Drake helps this lady. Xander accidentally gets captured and sold into slavery. So Xander gets sold into slavery. So Drake is trying to rescue him and any of the other slaves there. And as he gets on the ship, he's undercover as I think an Imperial officer or whatnot, but he helps a lady with her bags, and the young lady kisses him. And as she walks to board the ship, it shows him looking at her going, there is no attachment. No, attachment is forbidden. Attachment is forbidden. He's still young, which I think was kind of fun. But High Inquisitor Tremaine's training that only took place, because like I said, it shows him, and then it shows what the young Jedi are up to, and then it shows Inquisitor Tremaine getting trained by Vader, and then it goes back to the rookies, and then it goes back to High Inquisitor Tremaine, who is now in his position. And you're like, well, how much time passed? It doesn't feel like much. And again, maybe Darth Vader took him in, taught him a few things, and said, okay, I'm going to make you High Inquisitor, but you're still under training. And that the High Inquisitor Tremaine is the villain here and not Darth Vader trying to track them down. You know, oh, you little kids, I'll get you this time. That's much better. It's much better that it's one of the High Inquisitors instead of Darth Vader himself. Now, Darth Vader, of course, is in this from time to time, but High Inquisitor Tremaine seems to be the central villain and, you know, trying to capture or destroy these group of Jedi. And these web strips weren't like the end-all, be-all, like, wow, this is great stuff. These characters were never seen, as far as I can remember, never seen in another book or comic book outside of the web strips. Certain characters do come in to visit every once in a while that we've seen before. But other than that, they basically just kind of stay in their own little world, which is not bad. Like I said, reading the daily strips when they came out was a pure joy. And so now that I have them kind of collected in a book, except for one I was missing, going back through them again is very fun. And even though there's several strips, they're very easy to read, and you can read them all in just a few minutes. So these aren't heavy reads either. All right, folks, that's it for now. See you next time.